So today we have stars in the sky, limitless possibilities. We also have egos of limitation. I feel like you guys, like everything's aligning, especially because Jupiter, the way it's interacting within the chart, and also the new moon. So I feel like you guys should have set your intentions. I'm sure a lot of people have already said that by now, and I feel like you guys know that as far as the new moons go, but everything is aligning. There isn't really anything, especially with Saturn going retrograde. Saturn's the planet of, I don't know, I just heard like hard knocks, like it teaches you lessons. So with it retrograde, it kind of gives you the ability to be more free. It's like, I just heard, I do what I want. You know what I mean? And to really embrace that. There's also, I feel like you guys are breaking patterns here. And purging those things, purging the old patterns that don't really suit you and work in your favor, right? Because there's a new beginning. And I feel like you guys are embracing Jupiter, which is also like taking action, having that courage to take action in the new beginnings, right? And there's something as far as mirroring, but it's transcending your own self, right? It's like you're becoming one with your own self. And also there's a new partnership, a new unity coming in. But I feel like you guys are kind of banishing the toxic ego side of things, or somebody that might have a huge ego. I just heard putting them in check, but it's not in a way that's detrimental to you. It's just you're not putting up with the mess, especially if it's something that's going to be toxic or not work within your favor, right? You're not putting up with bullshit. All right, what else do we have? We're going to elaborate now and get more into the tarot. There's some difficult choices that have been made, right? Or that you're making, right? You might be a little bit indecisive with what you're going to do, but I feel like you're really kind of guarding yourself to make the best decision possible. And I feel like not being too hasty is possibly a pattern that you guys are breaking. Like, really evaluating the situation instead of up and just going, if that makes sense. I feel like sometimes not being, what is the word I'm looking for? I can't. Not being, it's not necessarily hasty or too quick to jump, but it's a different word than that. But anyways, it's like you're evaluating it and you're not just up and going. You're making sure that the move that you make is the right decision and the right choice for you, instead of just being antsy because maybe you're ready to go and you want to go right now. You want to do this, you want it now. But even though you want it now, you're not being too, I don't know, I just keep hearing hasty, like too quick to jump. You're evaluating it and making sure that you make the correct choice for you. Hello, Carlos. How are you? What else do we have? Really purging with this new moon. You're being balanced, right? You're being patient. You're finding meaning in this stuff instead of doing things in excess or taking things to extreme. So I feel like that is what you're releasing. Like you're surrendering to the divine. We have the Temperance card here, and the Temperance card is sideways. And so you're really staying balanced within it. This has spirit all around it. You're tapping into that intuition, which now is a great time to have that. And things are moving in your, it's like you're inspired with this new beginning here. There's things that spirit and your ancestors and your guides are putting in the matrix, putting in into works here. And it's like you're holding on to it, right? And you're inspired by it, but you're making sure it's giving you a new energy of life, like a new sense of excitement. It's like getting rid of those things and this new beginning that you've been wanting, that you have to take action for it to come in. You can't just say, well, I set my intentions. Well, you know, we're working with Jupiter. Jupiter's the planet of good luck, and this is a good year because all the planetary alignments, but you have to take action on it, right? And I feel like you guys are putting those correct things in order so that things are falling in place. What else do we have? You could be at this point in time feeling like there's a lack of, or like kind of being disorganized or being a little bit overwhelmed with the choices that you're needing to make. But there's definitely a new beginning because we have the Wheel of Fortune here. It's like it's fated, it's karma, it's good fortune. You have people looking over you. You have that wisdom that you need. And this also has the orbs all around it as well. And that's right underneath the Temperance, right? Just making sure you stay balanced here and have that patience, right? For somebody, you need to do your research. And somebody needs to release old things that might have been tearing them down or holding them down. But I feel like that's what you guys are doing. Just releasing those things that are toxic and that could be holding you back, or that you feel is holding you back. Because reality of the situation, the chain isn't around you. Like, it's open. You're blocking the chain from holding you back. Because the Wheel of Fortune is the beginning of a new cycle. The wheel is turning in your favor. Somebody might have an obsession with ships. I don't know who's that for. For the Pirates of the Caribbean? I don't know. That's just what popped in my head. But the red, with the red in there, is like surrendering to the divine. What I'm telling you is the truth. The Ace of Swords underneath the Ace of Wands. It's double aces here, which is also that breakthrough, right? That breakthrough and this new beginning that's going to have you. It's exciting, right? It's everything is going in your favor. It's like you're being handed a gift. You have the power. And I feel like now, like, everything's clear. It's like the clouds are moving out from in front of your eyes. Right? And so there's things that are frustrating and they're overwhelming. You're like, okay, so what am I going to do? And then you're like, all right, self, let's make a plan and let's start taking action towards that plan. And it may not happen like right now, but you're taking the steps into action like it's going to come in. So it's like, it's releasing up off of you, even though it's a lot. So it might be a lot in the present time, but I feel like it's getting lighter because with this is bringing in a lot towards you. Just stay connected and follow your guidance, right? Follow your intuition, because I feel like you've done a lot of self-growth, a lot of like rising to the next level. You've transcended. And with that, you know, you release a lot of burdens, and it could be overwhelming at that time. Somebody might be feeling anxiety or heaviness on your chest. But then all of a sudden, like, it swoops in and you're going to be like, all right, it's here. We're ready to go. What else do we have? The Chariot. Things are moving forward in the correct direction here. Let's embrace the yin and the yang. It's like embracing the good and bad, but also your shadow side and your light side. And right now is the perfect time to do that because it's going to work in your favor. Somebody here is brutally honest. Keep that brutal honesty. Just choose your words differently. It's not really what you say, it's how you say it, right? Because people admire that. They admire your honesty. They're going to see that. And that's what's ultimately going to put you in the position of where you're going. I feel like you've really been nurturing yourself here, right? And I feel like you've been, like, stay in control of what it is that you're doing and be strategic. It's like using your tactics. And some people might be, oh, tactics, Ronnie, you got to be, you know, using tactics. That's life, right? You're strategic. You use your different tactics to get and to move in those places that you want. Just stay in control of yourself, because we have this self-control in here twice, but with the Chariot, it's like you're driving, I don't know, driving your car, driving your Chariot. Somebody might be getting a new car as well, but you know which way you're going and you're in control of it. Right? But this is more, it's very actionful, it's very successful, and we have that right under this new beginnings card with the action and Jupiter and taking courage. As like maybe you were comfortable in a situation, but now you're finally so over it that you're like, all right, it's time to like put on my big girl panties, my big boy boxers, and move forward. Because just because you may like people you're around, or but you may not like this situation, right? Or you may be comfortable because you've been there a long time. You're like, oh, well, I've been there a long time, and then to start over, I'm gonna be starting out at the bottom. But even if you're starting over and it's an upgrade, it's working in your favor, you know, because you're going to create all those relationships and everything else if you move forward into a different place. Sometimes people are only in your life for a season. Somebody needs to hear that. Not everybody's meant to be in your life forever, no matter how long that you've known them. And sometimes it's kind of like, if you're not moving up and you're moving with me, and then you're dragging me down type of a situation. Release negative people. And enjoy being curious. Embrace kind of like that childlike side. Some of you guys are kind of restless right now, kind of stuck in your head. But at the same time, it's looking at this Chariot card, right? He's very curious. All right, so where are we going? Where is this going to bring me? Enjoy that excitement, right? And get out of your head. Ace of Coins, right? Because there's a new opportunity that's coming in. It's going to be a new adventure. It's going to be exciting. So embrace it, right? Don't be afraid to release things that are keeping you stuck. Because right here, you're breaking those stuck patterns, right? And I feel like somebody's working on not letting their, like, everybody has an ego. I don't care what people say. I don't have an ego. Everybody has some type of an ego, right? But it's also surpassing that and knowing when to use that and knowing when to set it aside in order to elevate yourself. I feel like that's what you guys are doing. All right, so let's grab these. Abundance and control, the Lion, and being open mind with the Zebra. So the Buffalo is abundance. Abundance and liberation are finally on the way. It comes to you now to remind you of the amazing manifesting power of gratitude. Have an attitude of gratitude. And then you'll always have plenty when you express gratitude to every part of creation. Lion, control. Some of you guys might be a Leo. If you have moderate aggressive impulses, this is an invitation to control your temper. You are encouraged to explore how to express your needs or thoughts more openly and this faded, sorry. More open-mindedly and constructively to reduce the levels of frustration. I wonder how that card's faded right there. I don't know what I did to it. But anyway, Zebra, open-mindedness. There is more than one way of looking at things. You must be ready to accept all alternative viewpoints and new ideas. You must open your eyes to new ideas and new ways of resolving a problem. I like it. Now, I know I have other cards I brought with me. And I thought I brought a different deck that I wanted to use. So we'll just use this one. We'll get some advice. What do we have for the collective? This is blame. I accept responsibility, if I can speak, for my well-being. I feel like that's what you guys are doing, because you're taking the action that you need to get to be where you want to be. Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change the outcome. Forgiveness. I acknowledge and honor. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love, and love is the highest energy of all, even if it's like self-love. You know what I mean? It's good shit. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So, hey, Evil Cider, how are you? That's what I have for you guys today. So on that note, if you need to rewind, rewind. Also smash that like button, helps the algorithm. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Have an awesome, blessed day and stay fabulous, because why not? Namaste.